I'm the Lonely Necron, and welcome to my basement. So it's Orktober, and I suppose I should make an orc game. I normally throw the Beast Snagger Boys against a group of vehicles or monster units, so I don't think they've done that with the AdMech yet, so we'll have the small collection of vehicle units I have for Bleak's AdMech against a decently sized horde of orcs. Should be a good time. I have faith in the orcs. I recently acquired another Wraith Knight, and while this one's not completely assembled yet, he does have the scatter shield, which the other one does not have. The other one dies all the time. And in fact, in the most recent video, the part 2, the proxy Seraptic just kind of murdered the crap out of that Wraith Knight. Scatter Shield gives it a 5-up invulnerable save, which is a whole lot better than just a regular 3-up save. So yeah, that's some hope on my part. So here we have my Orc Horde, led by a Beast Boss. We got 2 units of Orc Boys, one with a rocket launcher, one with a big shootout. And then a group of Beast Snagger Boys. They've got the... God, I think it's the Thump Gun. And then some Beast Snagger Boys and a Knob on a Smash a Squig. And a Death Dread with Twin Scorches and Twin Dread Claws. Yeah, I expect these guys will do well because melee is just their thing. They kind of kick the crap out of things in melee, so I expect them to do well here. Alright, so Bleak doesn't really have a whole lot. I mean, his AdMech army isn't really all that big, but he has some decent units in it. As far as vehicles go, this is it. Minus the Scorpius Dune Charter, but fighting transports with orcs is never a good time, so we're just going to skip that. So we're going to have this small force led by the Magus, the Dominus. And then he'll have 3 Cataphrone Breachers, 2 Castlin Robots, and a singular Iron Strider Ballistari. All 6 of those guys are vehicles. The Dominus is not, unfortunately. I mean, he's got enough metal and cybernetics that he should be a vehicle. I've seen most of these guys float around. I mean, isn't that kind of vehicle-like? When you're using repulsors to move? Maybe I'm thinking too deeply on that. Either way, this is the orc target, the AdMech forces, So here we have today's battleground. A smaller sized area just because there's not as many units here. And here we see this from the other angle. So these guys will be deploying on the left and right sides, 8 inches out with, I think it's 14 inches of dead space in the middle for them to have to cross. Shouldn't take too long. I mean, the Castlins are going to be slow as hell, but... And orcs, well, they probably will close the distance pretty quickly except for the Dread, but... I'm expecting good things to happen here, because those squigs are going to definitely cross the distance. Those guys are going to crash into something first turn. Good happy times approaching. Alright, I'm going to roll for deployment and set these guys up. And then we're going to see, hopefully, some orcs smash a whole bunch of bionicle things. Alright, well the orcs won the deployment roll and they chose this far left side. So we've got boys, Beast Snagger Boys on the ground on the far left there. The Beast Boss up on that little combined platform thing. So you got the Death Dread kind of in the middle with the Beast Snagger, not the Beast Snagger Boys. The Smasher Boys on the Squigs and the Squig Hog Boys and the Knob on the Smasher Squig. And then just to the right of them, the other group of boys. Alright, so that puts the AdMech on this side. Cataphrone Breachers on the far left. Castlin robots just to the right of them. The Dominus in the middle between the robots and the Iron Strider on the far right. Orcs won the roll-off thing, so they're gonna get to go first. So, movement from the Orcs. Yay! Alright, boys. I expect good things. Alright, well, everybody advanced. I thought that the Squidcog boys had a much further movement than what they do. And I thought that they were gonna get all the way up into the lines and maybe do some charging, but they moved 10. I thought they moved 16. So, boo. Alright, well, since everybody advanced, nobody can actually shoot too far away to charge. They advanced anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that'll make it the AdMech turn for their movement. So with the Orcs closing in very quickly from the front, the majority of the AdMech forces don't feel the need to move at all, since their targets are indeed coming to them. The Castlin robots, though, have a short distance ranged weapon, so they are definitely moving out to meet the threat. Pretty sure they're going to go after the Death Dread. No psychics for these guys, and that's probably a really good thing. That'll take it up to AdMech shooting. Alright, so the Breachers split their attacks. The one on the far left shot at the boys, killing one of them. And then the other two shot at the Beast Snagger boys, killing two of them. Now, while everybody else actually managed to wound somebody, the Castlin robots wounded the Dread, the Iron Strider wounded the boys on smashes, the Squidcog boys, I'm never gonna remember that. The Orcs all managed to save for the most part, except for these guys. That was pretty crazy. So charging, the Castlin robots are going to charge into the Beast Boss, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. So the Castlin robots made their charge. The Beast Boss did manage to hit twice with his Shuda. I don't know why they're doing so well. It's because they're not rolling their regular dice. They're using Chaos dice tonight. That's probably why they're rolling so well. Failed to wound on both of those. Managed to save against the one Castlin fist, but failed to save against the other two, which he took the exact amount of damage needed to kill him. He died. It was super unfortunate. It does put the robots pretty much in anymore. It's like surrounded now, but they'll probably do well. We'll see how it goes. I say that a lot, but it seems that we're seeing how it goes as the Beast Boss gets carted off to that great mushroom pile in the sky. Alright, well, that'll make it the Orc turn, so hopefully there's going to be some revenge coming from that guy, because that Dread's right there, and his Scorches auto-hit, so... Yeah, so... Orc movement. Alright, so the boys on the far left just moved forward. The Beast Snagger boys are going to stay there and probably swarm the Castlin robots. The Death Dread is also going to stay there because he is also going to attack the Castlin robots. The Squidcog boys, yeah, I got it right. And the knob on the Smash of Squib just moved forward. And then the boys behind them advanced forward to keep up. Alright, so there's a whole lot of guys surrounding those Castlins. They're probably, they're T7, they might live a little while, so. No psychers for the Orcs, because I'm not entirely sure what I did with the weird boy that I made. It's weird to lose an Orc in a basement. So we'll do shooting instead. I guess not instead, but, you know, we'll do shooting. Orc shooting, because it's fun, and there's less of dice involved. Well, nobody died, but there was definitely damage taken. The boys managed to do 2 points of damage to one of the Catapron Breachers. The Death Dread, with his twin Scorches, did 3 points of damage to one of the Castlin robots. Nobody else did anything else. Charges, though, there will definitely be a lot of charges here. The boys on the far left are going to charge into the Breachers. The Beast Snagga boys and the Death Dread are going to charge into the Castlin robots. And the Squighog boys and Nava and Smasher Squig are going to charge into the Iron Strider Ballistari. Alright, yeah, I might have been joking about the lots of dice for shooting because there's about to be a lot of dice for this. We'll see how well these guys do, and I'm hoping that the Pastel Squigs, at the very least, eat the Ballistari. That's my hope. Board looks a whole lot different now. Alright, so all of the orcs made their charges. Nobody died from Overwatch. And the boys on the far left killed off 2 of the Cataphrone Breachers. The Beast Snagga boys and the Death Dread managed to completely kill off 1 of the Castlin robots. Didn't do any wounds to the other one though. The Iron Strider was charged, but the Dominus was close enough to heroically intervene, so he did. But unfortunately, the Squighog boys killed the Iron Strider, so he got eaten by Pastel Squigs, which is definitely what I wanted. So in return, the 1 remaining Cataphrone Breacher killed 2 of the boys. The Castlin robot killed 3 of the Beast Snagga boys. And the Dominus actually killed the Squighog boy and slightly damaged another one. So I'd say that's a pretty not good trade-off. At least it was not a terribly terrible trade-off. Alright, well that's going to make it the 3 remaining members of the AdMech experience's turn. I don't think anybody wants to move, they're just going to go for it. And I think the only one that has anything that could shoot is the Dominus. So we'll go ahead and let him shoot. Well, wonders never cease. He actually managed to kill the wounded Squighog boy with his Macro Stubber. I was super impressed by that. I mean, Strength 4, he's wounding on a 5. That was craziness. Since these guys are all in combat, they're just gonna fight. This could be, I mean, the Cataphrone Breacher is probably dead. Castlin robot, probably gonna live a little while. Maybe, I mean, there's that dread to worry about. The Dominus might live a while. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, well, all 3 of the remaining AdMech defenders, I guess, definitely fought valiantly, fought bravely, but the 1 remaining Cataphrone killed a boy, got destroyed. The 1 remaining Castlin killed 2 of the Beast Snagga boys. The Death Dread completely cut him in half. Although there was some mighty fighting over here, the Smasher Squig actually managed... Oh my god. It's gotta be pretty embarrassing as a Dominus to die by being bitten by a Smasher Squig. Because that's what happened. He was just fine. He had 1 health left, and then I remembered, oh yeah, Squigs fight too. So I had to deal with biting from the 1, and then the Smasher Squig doing his bite. Smasher Squig bit him in half. That's an embarrassing way to go. For a Dominus? Man. Like, I'm gonna have to show, I mean, Bleak's gonna see this video, and I'm gonna feel bad about it, because his Dominus died by a Squig. Ugh. Hilarious, mister. Well, yeah, so the orcs win. Yay! Yay, Orktober and Smash a Squigs doing crazy things. It's good to see that the orcs can still win games. I'm sure that they're doing great out there in 10th edition in the real world, but here in my basement, they don't always win. And I'd like them to win a lot, because they're just some of the silliest, funny little guys. I mean, they're mushrooms. I just can't get over that either. That's just hilarious. Yay, orcs. If you made it to the end of the video, I do greatly appreciate it. Especially since I'm starting to get back into the motivation of putting videos out again. There will be more after this. Hopefully I can figure out my other camera setup so I can include dice again, because I would like to include the dice. You guys can all groan with me when people fail saves, or all cheer happily when people make their. I don't know. It's really satisfying to watch somebody just tank an entire shooting experience and just make all their saves. It's just nice to see, and it's nice to be able to share that with other people too. So definitely going to be working on trying to bring dice to the channel. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, and yeah, be careful out there.